Welcome back to Just the Guy Reviews. I'm Matt Sula, and today's special presentation is Saw X, the 10th installment of the Saw franchise, and probably the best one since the original. Um, my relationship with Saw is I remember marathoning them in college, just like back to back to back. And the first one was great. Like, they had the great twist ending, it was something different. And then it just started getting goofy and weird after that. Um, like a lot of these horror franchises, they try to just like one up themselves after each movie. Like, we need more kills, we need more blood, we need this, that, this. Saw was a victim of its own success where the story and the twist were so good that they tried to one up it with every installment, which ended up getting it more convoluted, more twisted, more confusing, and like it just became really bad after a while. Um, However, I think they brought it back a little bit here with Saw X. And from my understanding, this movie actually takes place in between the first Saw and the second Saw, despite it being Saw X, Saw 10, which, take with that what you will. But I thought it was the best since the. Uh, I thought it was the best since the original. We'll look into the description a bit here. Hoping for a miraculous cure, John Kramer travels to Mexico for a risky and experimental medical procedure, only to discover the entire operation is a scam to defraud the most vulnerable. Armed with a newfound purpose, the infamous serial killer uses deranged and ingenious traps to turn the tables on the con artist. Alright, so basically what happens, John Kramer has brain cancer, and he's getting treatment for it, chemo, all that. And he hears from a guy who is in like um, a group of cancer patients who talk about their experiences. He said, "I got this procedure done. Here's the link. It's the Peterson Project, about this family really who is trying to help people get or help people cure their cancer. They say with a medicine cocktail and surgery." So John looks into it. He decides to do it. Goes all the way to Mexico, and pretty much it's a scam. They didn't actually do anything, and he's gonna get their revenge. They fucked with the wrong guy. So the one real issue with this movie, other than like it just being another Saw movie and like how many times can you watch Saw, the one real issue is it's better when Tobin Bell or John Kramer, Jigsaw, is like an anti-hero, where he is like getting bad people, trapping them, and doing everything, which he's doing here, but he's very much out and out the the hero of this movie, because like these people are so bad in scamming people with cancer for largest amount of money that there's no blurred line. That was part of the fun of Saw. There was a blurred line between what Jigsaw or John Kramer was doing. Here, like, it's very clear who the good guy is, who the bad guy is, which I would imagine is better for the general public, people who like maybe this is their first time seeing a Saw movie, like, I know it's rated R, but 17-year-olds never seen Saw, just like, we'll go see this, it's in the theater. That was the real thing that kind of turned me off a little bit. Another thing, almost 2 hours long, way too long. Should have been about 20 to 25 minutes shorter, even though I didn't necessarily like feel it while I was watching it. I never felt like it was dragging. There was just certainly no reason for it to be that long. But John Kramer finds out that they lied. He basically hunts down, or his assistant Amanda hunts down, all of the people that pretended to be doctors, the girl who's nice to him, Gabriella, and then Cecilia, the woman behind the whole thing, scamming people. Gets them, puts them in Saw games. You know how it goes. It wasn't overly complicated, which was nice. It was easy to follow. I didn't think that they were trying to do too much. I thought this was a good installment, a good movie just to like go see in theaters. Also, wouldn't be the end of the world to watch it at home if you wanted. It's not like a giant spectacle. But overall, I thought it was a good enough movie. The scores here are a little higher than I would have imagined. IMDb right now, 7.2. I think it's on Rotten Tomatoes the highest rated Saw movie of the franchise, which is crazy. 84% critics, 91% audience. That's a little high if you ask me. I think even on Letterboxd, it's a 3.3, which is about where I was. I gave it 3 out on Letterboxd. I ended up giving it 67 out of 100. Good, just like nothing special, nothing groundbreaking. It's a 10th installment again of Saw. It's just a Saw movie with really pulled back a little bit, less gore. There weren't any like fun new kills. I didn't think. I think there were definitely better ones in the franchise. Overall, I think it's an enjoyable movie if you like Saw, if you like horror. If you don't, definitely don't watch it. You can't handle a decapitation or two, don't watch this movie. But overall, if you're a horror fan, I think it's good. It's better than most horror, but 67 out of 100 is where I'm going to land for Saw X. And that'll be my review on it. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be back in the next couple days. I'm going to be doing The Exorcist Believer. And depending on how I feel about that movie, I'll just maybe have to do one for the original Exorcist, which I'm actually going to see tonight in theaters. Never got to see it. Oh, shit. I'm actually looking at The Exorcist Believer on Tomatoes right now. 24%. That's... We'll get to it. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Remember, like I said, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.
It's time to play a game.